GolfNewsRI presents the Golf Dudes Podcast. Here are the dudes.
Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of the Golf Dudes Podcast, a bit of a Masters preview show with a few other things mixed in. And for the first time in a while, Rich Cappalli is alongside. Rich, welcome back. How you doing? How you been? Good to see you.
Not too bad. A little tired. Had a long work week. I only have one more day to the work week for my schedule. But yeah, excited for the Masters tomorrow. We're also playing golf tomorrow, which is nice. It's supposed to be in the mid 60s. So finally the weather's turning. Today was miserable. It was freezing. But yeah, we turn the corner tomorrow. It looks like we might even see 80 next week, which is asinine for April, which I can't wait. But yeah, other than that, everything is good. Yeah, just excited to get this Masters going.
Absolutely. So obviously, full disclosure, we were taping this on Wednesday night before the Masters. And
yeah, I should have mentioned that.
and in order to make it not so awkward of us trying to watch the Masters and also trying to do a podcast. I kind of hate when people do that. It happens. Sometimes it happens. There's nothing you can do. Yep. But it's kind of annoying, especially when a golf tournament where people aren't even seeing like the shots that you're talking about.
The Masters of all things.
Right. So this is being taped on Wednesday night. Full disclosure. It's a bit of a Masters preview and see what else we get into. We should tell you, first of all, that the Golf Dudes Podcast is presented by Lynx Drinks. Lynx Drinks is best known for their transfusion in a can. If you need a good drink to sip and or chug while you're watching the Masters tomorrow and the weekend, grab a Lynx Drinks. They're available at country clubs and liquor stores near you. And we thank our friends at Lynx Drinks for their support. So again, grab a Lynx Drinks. It'll get you in a good mood really quick, especially if you drink them really fast. So a couple of things to get to. We want to get to the Masters. Most of the show will be a Masters preview. A couple of quick things to hit on. GolfNewsRI has been rolling out high school golf previews over the last couple of days. We'll continue throughout the week. And so those are going really well. High school season starts next week with Challenge Cup at Potawatomi on Monday and Alpine on Tuesday. So really excited for that, the Challenge Cup Championship, and then kind of the regular season begins. So thanks everybody for reading the previews. Thanks to all the coaches for replying back to me and giving me some insight on their respective teams. Obviously, heading into it, LaSalle is probably the favorite to repeat, but there's some good teams around them. And of course, the story is Max Jackson. Can he get 3 in a row and really set up for what would be a historic, potentially historic senior year, but go win 3 first. So lots to going on with the high school stuff, and so we're definitely looking forward to continuing that coverage. A couple other things we rolled out the last couple of weeks. Will Dixon's journal has been a really cool way for us to have insight into what he goes through on a daily or weekly basis, and the minor league pro tour. So that's been really fun to do. I think he's enjoying doing it a little bit, although he's not playing great right now. So he's probably not enjoying reliving missed cuts, but hopefully we'll get a few wins or a few Corn Ferry Tour Monday Q successes down there as we go on here. It'll make it a little bit more fun, but it is cool to get that insight from him on a number of different things. And I think some of the scenes he's painted, so to speak, you can really kind of see it, which makes the articles and the stories really well. So we'll continue that. Will Dixon's journal. Thanks to everybody for reading that, and he's been good with sharing it and regramming it. Is that even a word? And other things. So, and then the only other thing we have, obviously, keep an eye on Davis Chatfield on the Corn Ferry Tour. He's got 2 tournaments left in his exemption. He pretty much needs to win them, more or less, to keep his Corn Ferry Tour status. Obviously, he'll always be a Corn Ferry Tour member, but if you lose status, it's tough to get into these tournaments. So a big couple of weeks for him. Obviously, it's been a struggle. It's not easy for sure. No one said it was going to be easy. But I think he returns to action next week, if I'm not mistaken. So that's kind of the local stuff going on. courses are opening across the state and across the country, which has been exciting. I still think memberships are full at a lot of places. I know I'm excited to play the King on Thursday. I'll be playing Kirkbride soon enough. Kirkbride actually looks pretty good from last time I was there, which was a week ago when it was brown grass. Now I went there the other day.
Dude, it's crazy. It's crazy how the
That's good.
grass changes within a couple days. I
It
mean, even
actually looks-
within a couple days, it's nuts.
Yeah, it actually looks like nice. So and I know how obviously the greens are the greens, but
Yeah.
but I actually played. I walked 3 holes at Cappalli on Tuesday because it was so nice out, and Brad Valoy asked me if I wanted to walk 3 holes with him. Number one, I realized this is why I take a cart.
I was going to ask you, how was that walk, fella?
The 3 holes, I was like, oh my god, dude.
Oh, and you
3 holes,
right? And so you had to go 3 holes, and then you had to walk all the way back across the course.
No, we did 1, 8, and 9.
Yeah,
so it wasn't that. I'm exaggerating.
No, well, walking sucks.
But 8 is a long walk. Let me tell you. Especially when you.
That's perfect. 1, 8, and 9. That's great.
Especially when you hit the ball all over the yard, you have to go chase said ball.
Isn't it so much worse when you walk? Oh my god!
But it was fun to get out. It was so nice out, obviously. That you had I felt like I had to do something, so I put the computer away and went for. It only took us, half an hour, a little more than that. He obviously plays significantly better than I do. But it was fun. It was good to get out there. I'm trying to adjust to this new putter grip that I got.
Oh, you re-grip the old Scotty?
Well, I told you I got that super stroke grip.
Yeah. The full size or the medium?
Oh, I don't know. Probably
thick.
Yeah, it's pretty thick.
Yeah. I got like the half one. I got like it's not the full round one. It's like a half round.
Yeah,
like a half circle.
So I'm trying to adjust to that. Again, the greens are the greens. It's not, Kirkbride greens in June, so it's tough to really tell, but so it was good to get out there. Looking forward to next week's supposed to be really nice. So hopefully I can find some time to try to play and get a few rounds in, and go from there. Obviously next Sunday our tentative plan is to play at Kirkbride. And
is that next week?
Yeah, the 16th.
Holy crap. Yes, we will be playing on the 16th. I didn't even realize it. Holy crap.
It goes by fast, dude. It's already the Masters.
I mean, wow.
Time flies when you're having fun. Score! Sorry.
They're already up 3-1, now 4-1.
No, Tampa Bay scored. It's 4-2. Anyway, sorry, the Rangers game is on. It's a Wednesday night. Anyways, so that's the local stuff. Obviously, we have a lot going on. Thanks again for coming out and supporting the cigar event last week. It was pretty successful overall. And thanks to Vince's Cigar Bar for sponsoring the GolfNewsRI podcast network. Anyways, Masters taking place on Thursday. Starts on Thursday. It looks like it's gonna be a miserable week of weather down there. Other than Thursday, we have Tiger teeing off on Thursday morning. I know we're bringing all kinds of video gear and speakers and shit to the golf course.
Oh yeah, yep.
To put the Masters on in the car. We'll take a picture of it. We're gonna have a fully loaded golf cart straight from the friggin' movies. Is the plan tentatively. Then there's a good afternoon round. I know you have been not following as closely. I've obviously been watching all the coverage. But your opening thoughts on the Masters. I think the 13th hole is going to be a monster. It could make or break somebody's tournament.
I saw what's it called, from behind shots. I'm like, holy crap! It's like a worse shoot than 18 is. It's crazy. It's like, so yeah, it's gonna be nuts. Like I said, I'm just doing some betting research right now. So I've been really kind of unplugged the past 3-4 days. But yeah, what did you say what do you got on the ticket for yours?
So my bets are, again, for the people that are watching, these are real bets. I should put money on this, not just.
And this is Wednesday, just so you skipped ahead. This is Wednesday.
These particular bets have been in for a few days, so that's not like I just went 10 minutes ago.
Yeah.
So my bets are now we've been decent with golf. I bet Tiger in the 2019 Masters, Matt Fitzpatrick in the U.S. Open last year, which was a freaking epic one because I don't know anybody had that. But I was at the U.S. Open, of course, so it was really funny. So hit a few. Louis Oosthuizen cost me a lot of money 2 summers ago because that was just embarrassing. Uh, so we're not betting him. So anyway, the point is, for whatever it's worth, usually we are close on golf bets. Other sports bets, forget it. Golf bets, usually we do okay. So we bet 5 people. One of them obviously is an absolute long shot. So we bet Cam Smith. So I feel like a live guy has to win, or it has to contend. Anyway.
That's it. That's a solid bet.
And he's been talking about it. And personally, for content purposes, I think a live guy being in contention or winning would be hilarious. And it'd be great content. Sorry, I'm in the content business, so that's what I'm looking for.
Let me cut in for 1 second. I think there's 3 live guys that can win, and I'll talk about that when I make my bets.
So I got Cam Smith, Tommy Fleetwood, who I'm iffy on, but he's never won in the U.S.
That's good numbers, though. That's good numbers.
It's good numbers.
You got to think about the number.
It's good numbers, but he's never won in the U.S., so that always worries me. Jordan Spieth, he's won a tournament each of the last 2 Easter Sundays. Easter Sunday.
Oh shit! I forgot about that.
So he's won a tournament on each of the last 2 Easter Sundays.
Good call. I completely forgot about that. Ooh, that.
So and then what's that? That's 3. I got Jason Day because he's been playing better.
Playing some good golf.
He's on the upswing, and my long shot is Tom Hoge. Now, if we watched on Wednesday, Tom Hoge won the par 3 contest. The last time somebody won the par 3 contest and the Masters in the same week was like Mike Ware in 2003. So he's already eliminated. He's probably was eliminated before anyway. But
whatever.
So those are my bets. Don't set your sports books by it, but at least that's what I've got, and that's who we're rolling with. I actually feel good about most of them. Again, Hoagie was kind of a throwaway pick, but the odds are so.
But I mean, the odds, you can't pass up the odds even to put like 5 or 10 on it.
I would like to see Danny Willett's odds in 2016, and he won. No one's ever heard of Danny Willett.
I mean, it had to have been at the bottom of the list.
So stupid things happen. It's golf.
All right, so 3 live players that can win the Masters. 2 of which I'm taking. I'm doing 4, the core 4, and an extra 1 or 2. The extra 1 or 2 is obviously Tiger. You can't ever not put money on Tiger at Augusta. And my second, not long shot, but outside the core 4 is Sungjae Im. His value is very good. He's a stud. If you've been following along on the podcast, I've tooted Sungjae Im's horn for probably about over 2 years now. He's a stud. Those are my 2 outside the core picks. My core 4 picks are Brooks, supreme last week in Orlando.
Mm-hmm.
Cam Smith. Those are my 2 live guys that could win the Masters that I think. And the third guy who's not part of my pick is DJ, obviously, because he's won there before. My third pick is Max Homa. And my 4th pick is Scotty Scheffler to what's it called? Repeat. Thank you. Jesus. So Cam Smith, Brooks, Max Homa, and Scotty to repeat. Those are my 4, and then the other 2 are Tiger and Sungjae Im. And then you got if you're
Scotty even good odds? Like, why isn't he the favorite? I mean, I guess it's golf. So I got it
right here. Scotty's the favorite at plus 550. Rory's plus 600. John Rahm's plus 850, and Jordan's plus 1400. I may actually put a third bet in outside the core 4 because I completely forgot about that Easter Sunday thing. Mm-hmm. And then Justin Thomas 1800, Cantlay 1800, Tony Finau 1800. I'm sorry, plus 2000. That's not a bad bet either. But yeah, I mean, it's tough. You got to win 4 days. I mean, that's why the odds are so good for golf, and it's a singular sport. You depend on yourself to, your own skills, and not you don't have the help of teammates. So that's it. That's what I got. There's also a bunch of other stuff on here, a bunch of to make the cuts. That you're really not going to make any money off the cuts unless you parlay it. And I'm not sure if you can parlay, if you can't same game on the Rhode Island app, but you might be able to same game props. So I don't know how that works. I'm fairly certain you can do it on DraftKings and FanDuel if you're in Mass or Connecticut. The only way you're going to make money's on the to make the cut bets is if you parlay them, and you could probably make a decent amount of money if you parlay them.
Well, especially if you bet somebody stupid like Bernard Langer to make the cut.
Or even no, you can just bet favorites. You could have a parlay of Scotty, which is minus 1,600. Jordan Spieth with his minus 8, and and it parlays it up to plus money. So I mean, you probably have to have like 4 or 5 legs of the parlay to bet it up to plus money, but you ain't gonna make any money betting what's it called, to make the cut singles. There's no way. It's just the money's not there. So, and then on the Rhode Island Sportsbook, there's tournament match bets. There's three balls for round 1. Excuse me. Like you got Billy Horschel, Harris English, and Ryan Fox. I have no idea who Ryan Fox is, but you pick the best one out of the 3 to win. That's that's really cool. Keegan Bradley, Abraham Answer, Chris Kirk. You got a whole bunch of tournament bets that you can make. So you can have a little fun with it. But it does get out of hand, a little out of hand once you start putting a lot of money down. So, and then there's a whole bunch of other props too. But yeah, if you take a look at that, it's there's a decent amount of betting going on for the Masters this year, which is nice. There's also a hole in one bet. Yes is minus 200 for the field, obviously. Yes is minus 200. No is plus 160. So either way, you're not really going to make a lot of money there. But yeah. That's my little betting corner, and bet if you dare.
Of course, bet responsibly.
Don't bet the house. Don't bet the house.
No, don't bet the mortgage.
Yeah,
But it should be interesting. I mean, other than the weather being terrible, it should be a fun week.
That's going to put a lot into it too. I didn't even realize that the weather was going to be that shitty on the weekend.
Oh yeah, it's going to be a mess. So.
What year was it bad? It was the year the DJ won, right? The one the November Masters, right? The course was like saturated.
Yeah, probably. That's how.
2020 or 2021. Yeah.
Yeah, 2020.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should be interesting. I mean, we'll see how Tiger looks. I don't have that much confidence, just with all the conditions. Everyone says
especially if it's going to be cold.
Yeah, especially if it's going to be cold. Joe LaCava had an interview today, and I don't know if Tiger's letting Joe LaCava do like media rounds now or what, but he had a story today in the New York Post saying that Tiger's physical condition is brutal, and that if it wasn't the Masters, he wouldn't even play.
Oh wow, really?
He really painted like a bleak picture of Tiger's physical condition with his leg and everything. So
then Tiger said in his press conference that he doesn't know how many more he has in him.
Yeah, right. But as somebody points out on the Twitter sphere, that could mean 1 more, 3 more, 5 more, or 10 more.
True. Yeah. I mean, yeah. But it never hurts. It never hurts to put a little slice on Tiger, just because. I mean, look at 2019; it was insane.
Right. That's also what he said. He was like, "Well, I don't think anybody thought it was a threat in 2019 either." And
he's plus 5,000 right now. I mean, that's tremendous value.
He ended up winning. Obviously, the key is going to be a good start tomorrow. If you guys have a good start tomorrow, because
he's got to put together a round in the good weather, just in case. You know what I mean?
Is that way he has some room to play with going into the second round, especially if it's bad weather. And then who knows after that. The cold is going to be tough for him. I think the biggest fear would be he doesn't finish the second round. He has to get out early Saturday morning
on the third, yeah,
and then go out again.
Yep.
After that,
That would be brutal.
that might end up in a withdrawal, to be honest with you.
Just like he did the PGA Championship.
Yeah. So that would obviously be the biggest fear for him in that situation. So hopefully the weather holds off. It's supposed to be nice. I mean, temperature wise, Thursday and Friday, and then obviously it gets significantly worse after that. But if he's in contention, you feel like he's gonna try to get ready for that Saturday round, even if it's only 50 degrees. But yeah, so
Tiger has the same odds as Kevin Kisner.
And who you feel better about, Kevin Kisner and Tiger?
At Augusta, Tiger.
Yeah.
And even Hideki Matsuyama plus 4,500. Now I know he has a shoulder issue, right?
Matsuyama.
I think he's had he's had
like a neck issue.
Times.
He's had like a neck issue, shoulder issue. He's had all kinds of problems.
Yeah, so that's not a good bet, but the numbers pretty decent.
If Tiger's playing well tomorrow and he gets on a good run, and if it's a reasonable distance, I would go for it on 13. Try to make a statement.
Yeah, I would. Absolutely.
If he gets like a reasonable number, obviously, if it's a stupid number. I'm not saying go for it just to go for it. But if you get a reasonable number, just try to make a statement early and try to go for it. And
tell him that the old boy still has it,
Yeah. That's why I'll also be interested to see how many guys lay up. A lot of these guys in their press conferences this week are laying up, or said they're going to be laying up, which is a little bit. I don't think that's what Augusta wanted. Obviously, the conditions are going to be a factor. The ball,
of course,
if it's wet, the ball's not going to roll out. So I'm interested to see the data on that. I'm sure there'll be splits on that after the round. The other thing that I was a little disappointed in, but I knew it was going to happen because it's Augusta National, is that they didn't really do anything to stir the drama between the live guys and the PGA.
No, everything was quiet. Everybody was cordial. Everybody was cordial at the dinner. Like there was no tables being thrown or plates being thrown or anything.
They said Phil Mickelson didn't even say a word. He just sat there in silence.
I'm sure nobody talked to him either.
Well, that too.
All right, time out for a second. How about the shit that Gary Player said about Augusta?
Yeah, he was playing the par 3 contest. They don't even ask him.
How insane is that?
The ESPN people didn't even ask him a question about it. They interviewed on the course.
He put Augusta 4th on the list of the 4 majors.
Yeah.
What? He put the Open at number 1, and it's a what's it called? It's a tournament that travels every year.
Yeah.
All 3 of the tournaments travel.
It's gonna be wild to see him make it's gonna be wild to see him do the first tee shot tomorrow.
That's just really awkward.
And then him and Jack do a press conference after that. No one knows this because no one actually watches that. But I know. But him and Jack.
Who's the third?
Tom Watson.
Oh, Watson. That's right. Yeah.
I think he started last year, maybe. We started doing them anyway. But him and Jack do a press conference afterward. I guess I'm assuming with Tom Watson too. So I wonder if any of the people there will ask him about his comments. That could be interesting.
How can you not ask him? That's insane.
Yeah.
I saw that on Twitter. I was like, "Are you kidding me?"
But then he was complaining about how his, he can't get a tee time there unless he's with a member. I'm like, well, no offense, dude, but your son was got the place for trying to ruin the.
Yeah, he's a piece of shit.
Ceremony.
Come on. Get the hell out of here with that.
Things that you do have consequences, no matter who you are.
I mean, Jesus.
That's pretty funny. And then the other, so I was disappointed that the pairings are all comfortable pairings. They did separate the live guys, and they put most of the live guys with nobody of significance. Kevin Na is off at 8 a.m. with some person that and he's playing a twosome, so they'll be done by 10 a.m.
Yeah.
But hopefully, maybe just maybe we'll get some fiery-ish pairings on the weekend.
Yeah, maybe on Friday. Yeah, on Saturday. Yeah.
Maybe a Rory and Patrick Reed final grouping or something.
Oh shit! Could you imagine that? Or like
something crazy.
like a Phil Tiger or a Tiger Brook. No,
Phil and Tiger the first group off on Saturday morning.
yeah, because they're the last ones to make the cut.
It's 16 degrees and it goes to
Yeah, right.
There you go. You guys go.
There you go, boys. See ya. Or like a Brooks Rory. That would be excellent. A Brooks Rory would be great.
They played a practice round yesterday together.
Yeah, I think I'm going to be honest with you. I think the things that were said on the PGA side, I'm grouping Tiger and Rory and all that guy. I think they were true, but they were definitely baited up for media purposes. I think
that these guys are all friends. I think most of these guys are all friends.
That's what I mean, man. All this BS.
No, I don't think Tiger and Phil are friends. I don't think Tiger and Phil talk to each other.
Probably not. No.
Because I think Tiger is kind of set and this is wrong. This is
yeah.
But I think most of these guys all live in Jupiter anyway. They all hang out. They play.
Yeah,
play
it's crazy. Yeah. I think Brooks, Tiger, and JT all live within like 20 miles of each other, or something, or like 15 miles of each other.
Right. So, but it will be interesting though down the stretch if there's a live guy in it. It will be interesting.
Dude, I'm telling you, this three
fan reaction, that will be interesting. First 2 days, I don't know that you're going to see much, but if it gets interesting down the stretch.
They said that they're not going to play what's it called, favorites or whatever, however they said it. They're not going to. Everybody's going to get. They're not going to do the airtime by Live and PGA and stuff like that. So
TV said they weren't. Which that would be interesting in and of itself.
Yeah,
if they don't, but
what's it called? The early coverage is on ESPN Plus, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just checking because my what's it called? Oh, I can get it. You can get it on the website because the app store on my tablet doesn't have the Masters app. So
the website is the same thing as ESPN Plus, or at least it has been in the past.
Okay, just making sure.
But yeah. So
I want to be prepared.
Yeah, you gotta be prepared. 10, 18 tomorrow comes quick. But yeah, so that's what we got for the Masters. So just to recap, and then we're gonna get out of here. Who do you got for your best? Tell the people again.
Cam Smith, Brooks. Brooks is my number one. That I just have a feeling he's back. I think Brooks is back. If you guys watch the Netflix series, he was in a dark place for a while. I think he's back. He's got his head a little bit cleared up. Found the passion for the game again. He's my number one. Then I got Cam Smith, Max Homa, and Scotty to repeat. And I'm gonna add an extra to my other list. I got Tiger, obviously, because the numbers are great, and it's Tiger at Augusta. Sungjae Im, and then Jordan Spieth on top of Joe reminding me that he's won the past 2 Easters. So that's mine. And I might dabble in a little bit of the second round matchups and stuff like that after the first day. But yeah, that's my pre betting that I'm taking.
I got Spieth, Cam Smith, Fleetwood, J Day, and long shot par 3 champion of the world, Tom Hoagie.
Champion of the world.
Hey, and when he's in the final pairings on Sunday afternoon, you'll be texting me.
if he's at, well, I'll be next to you. Are you kidding me? Get the hell! Are you crazy? We'll be at the sports book, ready to cash that bitch in
on Easter Sunday with all the real degenerates.
Oh, Jesus! Oh, we may have a problem here. I don't know if this thing has a hotspot.
My phone has a hotspot.
No. I'm talking about my. I don't know if I can tether it to my tablet. I'll have to figure it out.
You'll be able to.
If not, we'll just have to use our phones.
Yeah.
I
Technology
figured-
works in mysterious ways, but
Yeah, I just gotta figure it out.
yeah, whatever. We have time.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. That's what we got. The Golf Dudes Podcast Masters Preview Show. You've heard the best insight and analysis here first.
Call me Mel Kiper Jr.
Yeah. And hope you all enjoy the Masters. Stay tuned for our continuing rollouts of high school golf previews. Obviously, we'll have Masters coverage as well. And Lord knows what else is going to happen over the next few days. It's already been a busy week. And that's what we got. So thanks everyone for tuning in. Enjoy the weekend. Happy Easter to those who celebrate. And we will talk to you next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. This is the Golf News Podcast.